Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for September 2019. And this is for you coming from Virgo. And I'm going to give you first my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Now I'm going to shuffle these cards for a bit and talk to you about your first 15 days of September. And this got to do with your job area for you coming from Virgo. All right, it's a very good card that I pulled for you. And it says where your job is concerned, you can make any changes you want, whether within your present job or make the changes when you go find a new job. It's all very possible. So the first 15 days of September are going to be very lucky, making more money, finding that your past experiences are able to be more valuable to other people. And basically, you're progressing very beautifully, whether in your present job or you'll get some very good news about a new job. Now about your business areas. So let's see what the card says about your business areas. Now, this is a card that shows that what you collect must also go out. So you cannot just expect income without some expenditure, it says. So there may be some areas of your business that needs for you to spend money. You have to be prepared for that. And perhaps your income may not be as much as the expenditure. So don't go into businesses, ideas, want to expand and want to become dramatically exposing yourself to risk. It's not a bad card. It just says that do you have enough for it to also go out? Or do you have just enough for it to just survive what's coming in? So don't be overly ambitious in the first 15 days where business is concerned, and you will be happy enough because this card is quite a happy card. So think of it that way. Now about romance, and let's see what the card says for the first 15 days of September. It's a very good card. It says that you'll find the romance very, very easily. Your aura is shining. And so you will find that many opportunities come. You can be even selective. And if you have an ongoing romance, it will also go pretty well. So in the area of romance, things are going quite smoothly for you. So have your fun, enjoy the romances, go out together and enjoy yourself. And you will see that the blooming of many things, everything starts to sprout and starts to grow. So it's a good first 15 days for you of September to push your romance into good areas. Now, I'm just going to pull another card about romance to talk about your existing romance. I'm not so happy with the first one. Well, your existing romance also says you will go pretty well. In fact, good news about money is coming in. So somebody, one of you is making some good income and the happiness will continue. Now let's talk of your marriage and family areas. Let's see what the card says about that. All right. For the first 15 days. It's a very good card. It says the marriage is being blessed. And whatever you do, this is for you coming from Virgo, and whatever you do and whatever you say is going down very well. So it's a good first 15 days of September to try and organize or reorganize or talk about your plans and everything. There's so much harmony here, and there's also that loving care here. So you can accomplish a lot in terms of communication in your marriage area in the first 15 days of September. Now let's go to your last 15 days of September. Talk about the job area. And let's see for you coming from Virgo. Okay, where the job area is concerned, it says that while your services are in demand in your present job, there is a central problem, and the central problem is growing against you. Is it from a superior? Is it from a boss? Is it from the manager? Is it from somebody you work with? There's a complaint being made against you. So you must attend to that. Overall, the picture looks growth is very possible in your job, but now it also says there is a problem. So attend to the problem. This is my duty to make you aware that there is a problem. The second part of it now is the business and finance areas for the last 15 days of September. And let's see what the card says. This is a good card for business. The only thing is you may not have enough funds to actually accomplish what you want. So rather than going to new business areas, rather than tax your luck regarding outflow of funds in terms of investment, I would prefer that you stay put in whatever you are doing in business, and you will then be able to do very well. There are signs on this planet that says money will go out, not so money will come in. So you don't want to get into a situation where the investment will now strangle you. So be reasonable and move around slowly and you'll be fine. Now about romance, new and old, in the last 15 days of September. And let's see. Well, this is the card of separation. And it can be disagreement. It doesn't have to be physical separation. It doesn't have to be emotional separation. It can be a disagreement in terms of words. So stay away from any form of argument that may show that your disagreement in romance becomes going out of hand. It's the remedies are there to be more understanding and to be more agreeable. So as you listening to me, so you should be more agreeable and more understanding, and you'll keep the peace in the romance area very nicely. If I refer this card to your area of new romance, I'm worried that the person you meet in the first 15 days, sorry, in the last 15 days of September, the person you meet, you may not be able to trust that person completely. And therefore, let the 15 days slowly pass in the last 15 days of September and see whether the romance area that you have found is worthwhile keeping or not. So it's not very stable and it may just cause you some problems. So both in new business and old business is not a bad card, but it says there is an underlying problem. That's what I want to bring to your notice. Find out what the problem is and heal it, and you'll be better off. Now about marriage areas. Let's see what the card says about your marriage areas for the last 15 days for you coming from Virgo. The marriage is a very secure card, a very secure card, and it says your marriage will do very well. Now, the sign of Venus is there, and so that means an outflow of money for you people coming from Virgo. And so you have to be careful with this card that spending money unreasonably can bring the problem to disturb your marriage stability. So don't do that. Don't force your marriage partner to agree to a spending spree. That's the only thing you need to worry about. Otherwise, it's a very stable card showing that stability in the marriage is secure in the last 16 days. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages. So there will be some of you coming from Virgo who are going to be lucky in some area or another of your in the whole month of September. And this is a card of Saturn and Uranus and Mercury. So I will say that if you happen to be the ages of 17, if you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71 or even 80, you are going to be one lucky person in some area of life in the month of September. You can't be lucky in everything, but you'll have more luck than somebody else. And if you're not of these ages, then you'll need to see me for a 90-minute session based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll be able to then talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. We'll talk about that later. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky dates. There'll be some very lucky dates in the month of September. And for you coming from Virgo, I will say that the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd is going to be extremely, extremely lucky for you. Whether the trip to the casino, whether it's talking about anything to discuss in your marriage or romance areas, whether it's to do job or the family. On these dates, you must try and get things arranged and discussed, and you will be the winner. Now about your lucky colors, and let's talk for you coming from Virgo, what the lucky colors may be for the whole month of September. Well, is the card of the silver lining. So I will say that white and silver colors are going to attract a lot of good luck for you in any area of your life in the month of September. White or silver colors. They will add an extra energy to your aura, which will make you very attractive in any area of life, be it business, be it job, be it romance, being marriage, be it sports, in anything. So wear these colors and you'll just pronounce yourself as a very lucky person in the month of September. And now about your direction energy. Well, 9 planets have been chosen to be put around Earth. So whichever direction you face, you're going to be facing different planets. And for the month of September with this card, I'm going to say, it's a card of Sagittarius. So I will say face southeast and you will become very lucky in the month of September. Whether to attract money luck or love luck, whether to want to travel, whether whatever you desire, you will face this direction and you will attract plenty of good luck. And now I want to talk to you about your health areas for you coming from Virgo. So let's see what the cards may say about this. This is the card of backaches. So backaches are going to be something you'll have to worry about, you coming from Virgo. You'll have to worry about in the month of September, either from a fall, either from an ongoing backache, either from a new problem of backache. So it can be in any area of your back, but I will talk more about your neck area according to this card. So if you have some neck problems, go and see a neurologist and let the neurologist help you. So that's what I have to tell you. Now I have a 90-minute session, and in this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. And in this 7, 8, or 9 years, I'm going to build up and give you your lucky ages and your lucky colors and your lucky directions and your lucky lot of information. I'll even give you your lucky personal lucky lottery numbers based on your palms to see whether your palms show lottery luck and based on your date of birth and time of birth. So with all this information, you'll be able to tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years perfectly under your control. I'll show you how to get into the supernatural side of you so that you are able to test your supernatural energy. Like winning a lottery is definitely a supernatural feat. It's not a normal thing to win a lottery. But we can do supernatural feats and supernatural actions to come in reality by having the energy in us, the supernatural energy, to be able to be used. And I will teach you that. So in the meantime, my email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll get down to organize this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50. Until then, thank you and goodbye.